and you come here to a Melbourne Cup with Magic Circle. Can you tell us a little bit about the horse, because we don't know a lot about him in New Zealand?
He's a great horse. He's won a couple of great races back home this year. We bought him from the Horses in Training sales as a 5-year-old. We paid 70,000 sterling for him, so he wasn't an expensive horse. And he was already a very good horse. He was rated in excess of 100. He went on and he won a Melbourne, I hope so. He won a Chester Cup for us, and then he won his Group 3, which qualified him for here in May. We haven't seen him on a track since, but that's been more by design than anything else, so we're very happy to have him here today.
One thing that must really be pleasing was the authority that he won those 2 races with.
Yeah, it was huge. And when he won the Chester Cup, we sort of thought, well, maybe this horse will be a Melbourne Cup horse. We needed to get him qualified at that stage, and to be perfectly honest, when he ran at Sandown in the Group 3, a place would have sufficed to one, get him qualified, and 2, get us in. But the authority with which he won that day was exceptional, and it sort of franked the form improvement he'd shown winning the Chester Cup. So yeah, it was great.
How's he come to Werribee and settled in?
He's settled in so well. I mean, he's a bit like an old voyager. He's turned up here. I think in his whole journey over, he lost 8.5 kilos, which is nothing for a horse travelling that far. He'd put it on within 5 days, and our biggest problem has been keeping the weight off him and keeping him working. So he's done really well. He's a very happy horse. He's a very contented horse here, and he's very fresh. My travelling head lad Fabrice has been looking after him great, and the 2 of them are as happy as they can be. So that's a real help when you're getting a horse ready for a race such as this.
By design, is it that he's here into the Melbourne Cup as first race in Australia? Did you consider a lead-up race?
No, listen, he's an older horse. He's had his issues, he's had his problems, and whilst none of them are major, trying to back him up over a period of maybe 3 or 4 weeks, just whilst it would probably be enough time, why do you want to take the risk of running in something and spoiling the main party? He had a great weight for this race. We were happy with him, and we came here. We could have run him in the UK prior to departing, but no, we thought we'll just come straight here. We've got a great what have we got? We've got a great opportunity, and we wanted to keep everything just as smart as we could do.
This Melbourne Cup's become such an international race, but no English horse has yet won it. How much pressure does that put on you?
Listen, the horse doesn't know that, does he? Of course, no English horse, but it's only a matter of time, whether it's hopefully this year. I mean, we have a great contingent here. Huey's horse is great. There's some great horses running from Europe in the race, but it would be great to be the first English train winner. Wow.
Yeah, you had Corey Brown booked for the ride. How did that come about, and what's he thought of the horse so far?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it came about. I was away on holiday, and Marwan rang me and said, "What do you think of Corey Brown as a jockey?" And I said, "Well, the guy's got a great international reputation. He won the Melbourne Cup last year. He said, "Great, we've booked him." And I went, "Okay, fine, yeah." But I think Corey's agent had spoken to Marwan somewhere along the line. But for a jockey of his level and of his achievement, to nail his colours to the horse at such an early stage was great, and we really appreciated that. But it was still important for me to give the guy the confidence in the horse when he rode him, and fortunately the first time he sat on him he liked him, which was a big bonus for me.
Such a colourful owner is Marwan, and we've heard all about his celebrations. How will you celebrate a Melbourne Cup win should it happen?
Should it happen, I'll probably be hiding from Marwan. I mean, I just don't want to be involved in any of that. If he starts getting his bits out on the racecourse, I think it could be quite frightening. But listen, how do you celebrate such a thing? You won't know till it happens, but believe you me, it'll be exciting.